What's going on, guys? It's LuceyGoosey or Kyle, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing my UPL video, the Universal Pokemon League Week Numero Dos. We are here. You guys saw the team builder yesterday, and this is the match. So I'll go over my team just real quick. We're bringing a specially offensive Infernape with a Gracium Z to take down Tapu Fini. Clearly Tapu Fini is not on that layout today because it's not there. He didn't bring it. So unfortunately the Gracium Z did not work out. But Nasty Plot Flamethrower, we had Vacuum Wave. I actually switched it out for Hidden Power Ground for the Nihilego last second. And then obviously Grass Knot. Holding the Gracium Z, pretty especially offensive. The next Pokemon we're bringing is going to be Klefki. Klefki is a pretty weird set this week. I'm running Protect on it to scout out for certain moves, and also just to get leftover recovery if I need it to like live a certain calc. So we have Protect on it. We also have Magnet Rise because Crocodile and Kieran Black are scary with like Earthquake, Earth Power, those types of moves. So I wanted to run Magnet Rise so I know I could 1v1 them. And then the other moves are just Spike, Dazzling, and Gleam. So yeah, it's a pretty physically defensive Klefki, and that is that. We're running Mega Glalie. He does not have a switch into Mega Glalie, to be quite honest, because we have Earthquake on it for the Mega Aggron. His Mega Glalie switch-ins are super limited, especially with the team he brought. He didn't end up bringing the Tapu Fini, so he has a field day in this match. Mega Glalie is super offensive, and against the threats he brought, I think it can put it in a lot of work, especially if I had Trick Room on Mew, but we don't, so I switched it out to Transform. We have the Alola Ninetales with the Aurora Veil, Moonblast, Blizzard, and Freeze Dry. Actually, it might not be Blizzard. It might be a different move. I can't remember. You guys can check the team builder to help me out on that one. But just a regular Alola Ninetales with Light Clay to set up Aurora Veil for 8 turns, so that Infernape can hopefully set up. We've got the Mew, Enigma, our shiny Mew right there. Running a really weird set with Transform, Super Fang, and then Stealth Rocks, and I can't remember the last move, Soft Boil, I believe. That's our Mew set that we're running this week. It's got the Colbur Berry so that it can hit or take a knockoff from the Crocodile if I have to at some point in the match, especially if it's like a lead matchup or something along those lines. And then we have the Hitmonlee, which is basically designed to just sweep everything at the end. And with the team that my opponent brought, that the Manchester Beedrills brought, we can really sweep in this match. The only things that kind of stop me are Zapdos, so you got to get rocks up for that. But we're taking on the Manchester Beedrills, coached by Coach Dark. Dark's got a really scary team. He didn't bring the Tapu Fini, like I said. He didn't bring Meloetta, and Meloetta was a really big threat to my team. Armaldo, Wigglytuff didn't come. Honestly, I didn't expect them to come, and I believe that's everything. I might have been missing one Pokemon there, but I can't think of what it was. But this is his team that he brought. Zapdos, Kieran Black, Crocodile, Nihilego, Mega Aggron, and Ditto. Now, Ditto is something I did not expect. Usually you see Choice Scarf, Ditto. Mega Aggron, super bulky. Nihilego, really good offensively against my team. The only thing we really have on it is speed. Our Infernape outspeeds it, and our Alola Ninetales outspeeds it, and they both have Hidden Power Ground for the Nihilego, just because it's such a big threat to my team. The Crocodile can run Intimidate or Moxie. If it's Intimidate, it could stop our Hitmonlee sweep at the end of the game. If it's Moxie, we need to watch out because it is a Z-move user. It can get that Moxie boost. His Kieran Black is also a Z-move user, so it might be using a Z-move in this match as well. Kieran Black, super offensive threat. Sometimes you see Sub Roost on it. A bunch of different sets, but super offensive, you got to watch out for, and it can be defensive as well. It's weak to fighting though, so Hitmonlee is going to be able to put in some work against it. And of course the Zapdos, everyone knows Zapdos, but apparently there's a lot of movesets I didn't know about it, and we're going to get into this match right away. It's not a very quick one, so we're going to get into it. He leads off with the Ditto, which is unfortunate. I thought about maybe the Ditto would lead, and that's why I didn't lead Alola Ninetales, because I didn't want him to get Aurora Veil up for himself. So we both trade rocks right here. It is Scarfed. He does switch out. He goes out into Infernape, Crocodile, which obviously he would expect the Super Fang here. He knows he can take it. I'm predicting the knockoff here. I know Infernape can eat up a knockoff. He goes for Substitute. If he went for knockoff, it would have done very minimal damage, and Crook could have revenge killed it really easily. He goes for Substitute. I'm immediately put on the back foot, have to sack off something, and Mew's sadly the only thing I really saw that I really wanted to sack off in this match. He goes for the Z move right here. It's not going to matter, even with the Colbur Berry. I'm not living that hit. I don't even think of how I was at full health. And obviously he's Moxie. We didn't see the Intimidate. He's obviously Moxie. The only thing I really have to take this thing on is Magnet Rise Klefki. That's why we brought it. Magnet Rise is really nice so that we can live that Earthquake because it doesn't affect us anymore. And we can go for the Dazzling Gleam right here to break the sub. He does knock off our leftovers, which is kind of unfortunate. Reduces our longevity in the match. but we are able to get rid of the substitute, which is really nice. This Crocodile has to switch out right here. I figured just go for the damage, whatever he wants to bring in, especially if he wanted to stay in and go for something. We are able to just get a nice 20% off on the Zapdos. He's got the leftovers. Right here, I go for Protect, scouting for Heat Wave, and this is really important. I go for Protect to scout for Heat Wave because if it had Heat Wave, then I couldn't make the switch into Mega Glalie, which is what I wanted to do. If it didn't have Heat Wave, it just had Thunderbolt. Mega Glalie could live that. So I went for Protect right here to scout out as he goes for the Agility. Now at this point, he outspeeds everything on my team. You saw what he went for right here. It's no secret now. He went for the Baton Pass and then Nihilego. At the beginning of the team builder, or at the beginning of this match, I said Nihilego had everything on us except for speed. We had speed over it. It now has ×2 speed. Infernape can't live a hit from this thing. Well, it can take a regular hit from this thing, but if it gets +1, Infernape can't take a hit, and it can't take 2, that's for sure. Klefki is the only real thing that can take 2 hits from this. Mega Glalie is going to die to a Power Gem. Hitmonlee can take some hits from this. Hitmonlee is like our only way to kill this thing. I think the best course of action would actually have been me to switch into Hitmonlee right here. He could take 2 Power Gems, and I'd be able to hopefully turn the tide of this match. But as you guys see here, I stayed in with Klefki. I didn't really know what to do in this situation. I figured maybe Klefki can, you know, somehow stop this thing. I knew that Dazzling Gleam wasn't going to do that much, but I figured might as well just try, right? So we're going to die to Thunderbolt right here. It's going to get the Beast Boost, and at this point, I just realized, wow, we have no way to win this match. Hitmonlee has to be able to fake out. This is normal gem boosted. If it wasn't normal gem boosted, it would do like 8%. I could have tried to do hail damage along with fake outs to maybe get rid of the Nihilego. I think over time, it would have been in range for Mega Glalie Ice Shard, and we might have been able to keep Mega Glalie and Hitmonlee around, but then we wouldn't have them Burden Boost, and it just would have been very impossible for us to win this match. As you can see, around turn 14, I said GG because I knew this match was over. A ×2 speed Nihilego just wrecked through my team, and especially because he brought Psychic. So great prep on his part, bringing the Agility Baton Pass Zapdos. I had no idea that Zapdos even got Agility or Baton Pass. Well, I knew it had Agility, but it was something I didn't expect it to bring. It's already a super fast mon. But yeah, Zapdos with Baton Pass. I didn't know it got Baton Pass. I figured there was no way for Nihilego to get a speed boost unless it was Scarfed. So unfortunately, that is how the match went out for us, and I figured if it was Scarfed, I had Mew as a switch in, and I was stupid enough to sack off Mew at the beginning of that match. The whole match could have been avoided, I believe, if I would have made a smarter lead idea. If I was more offensive in my lead and led Mega Glalie, I would have been able to get on the front foot, but that's all theory modding. There's nothing I can really do differently about this match. Obviously, it's now in the books. I lost 6-0. You win and you lose games, and this is actually my first 6-0 loss that I've ever had before in a draft league. I feel really bad about it, but looking back, I don't think I would have done anything differently in prep. I thought I brought a really good team to take his on. It's just I should have played a little bit more aggressive in the match rather than playing a bit defensive with Klefki right there. Klefki really was hindering my team this week. If I would have brought something like Light Screen, I would have been able to win this match. Or not win it, but at least dig myself out of the hole that I had already created for myself early in this match. Klefki needs to be run more of a support Pokemon rather than something that's meant to live hits. And that's what I need to realize is going into that match, I shouldn't have brought a Magnet Rise set. Magnet Rise and Protect. I could have run Light Screen Reflect with Light Clay, and this match could have all been avoided because Nihilego would not have done any damage. I could have run Thunder Wave. I could have run Switcheroo Lagging Tail. So a lot of things. I think the Klefki was the main set that I should have run differently because it is really easy setup fodder at that point with what I made. So in the future, I need to make sure that I either have things that taunt to prevent setup, or something like Thunder Wave, Klefki, or Switcheroo Lagging Tail, or screens to set up, or a Pokemon that can take out something even after it's set up, maybe like a Focus Sash Whirlwind if I really have to do something like that. But that's what happened. The other possible thing I could have done in that match was bring a Mew that was specially defensive, which mine was. It was max special defense. Make sure I preserve it just in case something was able to set up on me, and then have a move like Dragon Tail on it so I could get rid of all of its boosts. But good prep by my opponent. Dark goes to 2-0 in the season. We go to 1-1 with a -5 differential. We only won +1 in the first week. So we're kind of sitting in a bad spot right now. Next week we face the Pendleton Polytoads. He's got a really good team. We have an okay matchup against him. I've looked at the matchup. It's going to be a tough one for us, but hopefully we can pull it through. At least we are not going to get 6-0'd, right? That's all I can think of. Hopefully we don't get 6-0'd again this season. It's a good learning experience, though. I'm able to learn that I can't really play on that defensive thing, and I have to really watch out for setup, no matter what mon is out there. So that's going to do it for this week's battle. I hope you guys did all enjoy, and hopefully you guys are still going to stick with me after this rough loss. But yeah, that's basically it for this battle, so hopefully you guys did all enjoy. I'm out for now. Peace.